Welcome. I'm like really excited. I know I say that every week, but we literally just had one of our best weeks in our entire history of our team. Okay, so it's pretty awesome. I'm gonna let you guys get on here for a second. Oh, good. Jenny, I see that you are on. So I'll call you on and then you'll be live. So we've got a guest and I'm so pumped. All right, before we officially start, I just want to ask you guys, how was BOGO week for you guys? What did you do? How did it work? And I think for some reason I'm not getting the comments. Someone leave me a comment so I can just see. It's not letting me see who's on or what comments I'm getting, which is weird. All right, I see comments on here, but for some reason it hasn't done this in a long time. So I don't know. Let's see here. All right, I'll be looking at both. I'll be looking online. All right. Yes, Jane, better than July. Hello, everybody. Happy birthday, Mosey. Birthday was yesterday. Let's see here. So it's going to be weird. I'm going to be looking over here for my comments. You guys, what the heck? I'm swiping right and left. No comments. Oh, well. All right. So, you guys, we just had our highest month ever. The month's not over, right? We have like 5 more days. And in just BOGO week alone last week, just in the past, like the BOGO Monday through Friday, we sold as a whole team over 100,000 points just in 1 week. Like, it's insane, you guys. Way bigger than July. Like, this was our biggest month we had ever had as a team. We've had, I have to look, well over 300 people joined our team new. Tons of our customers were taking advantage of the deals, and we've had a ton of new rank advancements. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm not going to announce all of them yet because I know some of them are working really hard to close out the last couple of days, and we still have the 20% off sale on most of the kits. So, oh my gosh, so many awesome things. I know some of you guys did Black Friday deals. Not that you need to do a deal, right? But sometimes you just want to throw in like a sample keychain or whatever. And then today's Cyber Monday, so some people are doing some deals for that. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday, so sometimes what I like to do, I've done this in the past, where I would give a certain amount, like the Fast Start bonuses or something, to a charity, like usually to the poor, you know, for like a food pantry or something. And so I say anyone who orders today, the proceeds from that order, I'll be giving to a donation. And so some people, you know, if they're the Pearl, if you guys watched my gem video on the personalities, if they're a Pearl, they're gonna want that. In the past, I've had people that have said no, and I said, hey, I'm gonna give to a charity, like, oh, I'm ready to join, because they wanna be part of something, right? And we're always doing something big with doTERRA, but it's Giving Tuesday, so that's another idea for tomorrow. So many awesome things, but this call cannot go longer than like 1:30ish. My daughter has an orthodontist appointment. I got to pick her from school, so we are going to be quick. But we have a guest speaker on today, and I'm really excited to introduce her because she is one of my good friends. Well, we go way back. I'll let her tell you the whole story, but I've known her for about 13. Maybe 14 years, I think 13 years, and she's a mom and just rocking the business, and she just advanced to the gold rank. So I'm gonna have her come on here and share her own story and takeaways, and I'd love for you guys to ask any questions. So this is your way of getting to know the team and helping give back and support each other and just get to know each other and hear like what's working for them. So I'm really excited to announce Jenny Watson. All right, let me find your name here. So I'm super pumped. Let's make sure that's on her.
Hey.
All right, yay,
Yay.
we're on. So hopefully you can read the comments. If I don't know if you'll be able to, but if not, I'll catch them on there if people have questions for you. But I'm gonna stop talking, and I want you to share your story. We are so excited. Congratulations on advancing.
Thank you.
I know you've been working really hard, and yeah, just love for you to share your story and some of your takeaways and any advice you have for someone getting started.
All right. Well, as Bonnie said, my name's Jenny Watson, and yeah, we go way, way back. Bonnie and I actually used to work together at a gym on the University of Illinois
She was my boss.
Yeah, back when Bonnie was like 18 years old and newly married, and then we actually ended up living right next to each other for a couple months in Champaign. So Bonnie and I know each other really well. And I will say, really funny story. Bonnie approached me last fall about doTERRA, and I said, nope, not for me. Thanks for calling, not for me. And then she called me again, and I said, I'm just really not into the network marketing thing. I had a bad taste in my mouth for it. And then my sister joined, and I kind of talked to her and thought, okay, this is different than most network marketing companies. You know, I loved the heart of the company. I loved that it wasn't a company that was all about the flashy, you know, make this much money, buy a boat, get a car, you know, it was truly about the products and the great products that we have. And so I tried the products and just fell in love with them. And I guess the rest is history. So, but I'm so glad, I'm so thankful that Bonnie was persistent and that my sister, you know, believed enough when I didn't at first in the company and the products to give me the encouragement to get started. So, so I'll encourage you, if you have somebody that you really think would be good that says no at first, keep after them, you know, because they could turn into somebody who eventually says yes and really falls in love with the business.
Yes. Wait, I love that you just told that. That's funny. And your sister said no to me too.
Yeah.
So sisters are hard to say yes.
Yeah.
They're hard sell, people.
Yeah. But well, like I said, my parents had been in network marketing, and we both kind of, I think, just had a bad taste in it from our childhood and the experience that we had with it with them. So, but this company is totally different. So I'm so blessed and so thankful that I said yes, and that I ended up on the team that I did. And yes, I made gold this month, but not without the support of everyone. I mean, it was definitely a huge team effort. And that's, again, one of the things I just love about it is that we work together and we help each other. And so that's one of the great things. And I think for me, business-wise, one of the things in the last couple of months that's really helped grow my business is just consistency. Consistency in doing classes. I do classes every other Tuesday at my house, whether people come or they don't. And there's been several where nobody has come. And then there's been classes where I've had 8 or 10 people. So, you know, just be consistent and set that routine and just stay with it, and don't be discouraged. You're going to get a lot of no's. I've had a lot of no's. But don't let that discourage you, because, you know, you are going to get yeses, and just use it as a learning opportunity, you know, and build from it. And it helps build your confidence in asking people and approaching people. And, yeah, but that's kind of, like I said, my biggest thing is just be consistent, and don't let no's or people that aren't interested at the time discourage you, because we have wonderful products. We have a great business opportunity. And I think another thing is don't be afraid to ask people. There's a few people, actually one in particular that I can think of, who, when I first joined, I kept thinking about her, but I thought, you know, she's too busy. She has too much going on. She probably, you know, I don't want to ruin our friendship. And so I didn't really approach her. And ironically, she asked me about it. And she's one of my best and leaders on my team. I think those people that are busy, that are doing a lot, are the people that are able, you know, to be really good at this business. So don't be afraid to ask people. If they come on your, you know, in your mind or on your heart, don't take that and go with it, and at least approach them. So, because like I said, what we have is such an amazing opportunity for people to bless them both in their health and financially. And it's just such a great thing. And it's something you should want to share with those people that you're close to and that you're that you love and care about. So yeah, does anyone have
I love that.
questions?
And so,
is there anything else you want me to share, Bonnie?
Well, I have questions, and
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep looking. So if I look over here, I'm looking to see if people are commenting, and they're saying congratulations to you. Guys, post your questions. I can only see the last 4 at a time, but post your questions. But so I know that your goal, well, one of your short-term goals was gold. Like your eyes were on gold.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, again, congratulations. And I know that you're obviously going to maintain that, but you want to keep growing. So now that you've hit that, now what's your next goal?
I don't know. I kind of feel like when I hit silver, I realized, I can really do this. Like I can take this as far as I want it to go. And, I think now I want to go presidential. I want to take it all the way.
Yeah.
I want to use this opportunity for some things that I've always dreamed about doing. Many of you don't know, I guess, my whole story. I was born with a liver disease. When I was 6 weeks old, I underwent a procedure where basically they took a part of my small intestine and created hepatic ducts because I was born without those. And I'm one of the oldest people in the United States that has this liver disease that has not had a liver transplant. And I have always thought, if I ever have oodles of extra money, I would love to give back to parents and to the hospital where I went and where I was treated. I would love to be able to bless those people in a big way, and bless that hospital and do something big. And so that's kind of what my big goal is now. Is I want to do that. I want to be able to donate a big amount of money to that hospital. And the physician that actually did my surgery when I was a baby, he died this past year. He died actually a few days after I went silver. And so I thought, you know what, I want, when I get to presidential, I want to donate a huge amount of money in his honor. And I want that to go, he was just such a great man and just something I really want to give back to. So yeah.
Wow. I don't know if you can
so
see, I'm like getting goosebumps on my arms from that. Oh, I know. I remember us talking about that a lot, and yeah, you are the one to do that. So that, if you guys are on her team, help her get there so she can give.
Yes.
That's really awesome. And I love that what you said, once you hit silver, because I think when you do hit silver, there is a mind shift, right? Where you're like, wow, like it's not just a few people can hit it. Like anyone can hit the ranks. You know what I mean? As long as, like what you were saying, is you're consistent, people will come, and it doesn't matter if it takes a long time or a short time, like you will grow. Like when we were at the state, and you were there too at the convention, all different kind of people were walking across the stage. People have done in a long time, short time, old, young, men, women, I mean, different countries, all different walks of life. So just really makes you think, that's possible. So, okay, so I have a couple questions. And they're saying so inspiring, amazing, wow, they're loving your story, by the way. I know she is really amazing. And Erin says she loves being on your team, Erin Perrin. And Joey said it's great to see that. Yep. So, okay, so you're doing the classes every other Tuesday, which I love. How and who are you finding to go? Like, so who are you inviting? How are you finding people? And also, didn't you work with a local business too and put a diffuser in there? So tell us more about that.
Yeah. I found out there's a local business owner that I know pretty well. And so I asked her if I would give her a diffuser, if I could post, and then every month I bring her a different oil. So like, the one I took in last month was On Guard, and I had information about how, On Guard can help during the cold and flu season. And so I keep a little like plastic stand in there. So I have information about what oil she has that month. And then I also have all my classes for that month on the stand with information. And if it says, if you're interested in coming
that.
to the class, it has the date and the time and the location, but then it also has my email address and my phone number if they have questions or, want to reach out to me. And that's been good. That's been helpful. But I also, one of the biggest things is just referrals. I mean, just don't be afraid to ask the people that have come to your classes and love the oils. Don't feel bad asking them for referrals for people that they might know that would be interested in coming to a class. Whether, you definitely want to ask them at the end of class, invite them to host a class for interested. And then also reach out to them afterwards. You get their email address if they sign up. So I add them. I have constant contact, but if you don't use an email service like that, you can just simply save their email address in your email and just email them or text them and reach out to them before you have a class and offer some sort of a small incentive. I give people either a 5 milliliter bottle of wild orange, or I give them a little keychain, one of those keychain packets that they can have if they refer somebody to a class. So
so when they bring a friend, the person who invited the friend gets the free bottle of
yeah
cool. I love it.
So, and there's no go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and I don't have a limit on it either. Like I have one girl that's sent several people, and I mean I don't give her the same oil. I kind of look like in a price range and say, okay, what would you like this month? Do you want another lemon, or what are you going through in your oils that you would need more of? So yeah.
Okay, I love that. So I was gonna say, this might sound silly, but next time you go into the shop, first of all, what kind of shop is it that your oils are in?
It's actually like an upscale resale shop here in town.
Okay.
So yeah,
nice.
That a lot of people go into. That's the big thing here in the small town that I live in. So.
Okay, I love that. So next time you go there, unless you already have one, can you take a picture of what your stand looks like?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see that.
Yeah.
And so the classes that you have every other week, is that the same class? Is it the Natural Solutions 101 class, or do you mix it up?
Right now I'm just doing that. In the beginning of the year, though, I'm going to actually start some continuing education classes for people because I've had people ask about them. And I think I'm going to rotate them through on a schedule where I do emotions and oils, children and babies, and then I want to do a cleaning, and then like a frequently asked questions class to where people can just come, and that's going to be super informal. But I have a lot of people that have asked for something like that, where they can just come in after they've got their oils and ask questions, and even bring their oils and mix some things together and make their own roller balls. So I've had a lot of requests for a class like that. So I think I'm going to do that, start at the beginning of the year.
I love it. You guys, isn't she awesome? What questions do you guys have for Jenny? I just love it. You're doing such a great job. And you're doing things online. You're doing things locally. While we're waiting for the questions, what would you say is your most productive activity, like income producing activity, and what book are you reading / what's your favorite book?
I'm actually reading the Starfish book again. I read it, but I read it really quickly. And I didn't really take notes in it. I think I read it in one night, or almost 2 nights when I read it the first time. So it was one I had and I wanted to, so I actually am almost finished with it. And this time I kind of took notes and highlighting a bunch of stuff. So that's what I'm reading right now. I think one of my biggest
that's a good one.
is reaching out to people. And for me, my goal is at least 2 people every day.
Wait, how many?
2 people a day, 14 a week. So trying to reach out to at least two people every day, 2 new people every day that I haven't, and I my list of 100 people initially, I kind of keep that. I try to keep that updated. So as I reach out to people, I'll cross them off and I'll try to add somebody else to that list. So it's like a notebook I have, and I think there's 480 names in it now, but I just, I've crossed a lot of people off that I've called, or that have, you know, said like, no, this is 100% not for me, or no, this isn't for me now. And I kind of take notes of what they said. Like if they said, you know, this isn't for me right now, but reach out to me in the spring, you know, I'll make a note of that, and I'll put a reminder either in my phone or on my calendar. I'm a huge list maker. Bonnie probably remembers that. Like I love lists. I love writing stuff down and crossing stuff off lists. And so, you know, I'll add that to my calendar on my list, and just keep that updated and make sure I'm reaching out to people. I think is probably the most income producing activity that I do. So.
Love it. Love it. And we do have a question.
Yeah, I saw Mosey's question, my biggest objection and how I handle it. I mean, I think with people, as far as like the business side, I think the biggest objection is just the whole fear of network marketing. And the way I handle it is I think
Which was first too.
I think I can relate to those people really, really well, because that was exactly my fear. And a lot of times if I tell them my story, it doesn't, you know, 100% of the time, it doesn't change their mind, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm ready to sign up. But I think they can relate to me a little bit more, and they think, okay, well, she had that same fear. So, and I tell them times, I said no to Bonnie twice. I said no to her once, you know, and I mean, it was something I really had to pray about. And then, you know, I think one of the biggest turning points with me when I really fell in love with this company was when I went to convention. Because I still had that little bit of fear inside me when I went to convention, that it was going to be flashy, that it was going to be, you know, something about like, oh, you can have this life, or you can do this. And it was nothing like that. It was product education. It was, you know, information on these incredible products that we sell and why we do it, and the heart of the company. And it was just, I was blown away. I mean, it was nothing like I'd ever experienced. And like I said, my parents had been in that. And so I'd been to several conventions, network marketing conventions, and they were so different than this one. And so that's really what changed my heart about it. So. Yeah.
And that's weird because, so the people in doTERRA, there's a lot of people making a lot of money. Like you can't tell, you know, just from sitting in the stands, but you could be sitting next to millionaires, you know, because they're making so much. But through the entire convention, they never talked about money once. You know, like you said, it's just the product, and which I've been to a lot of conventions too, and it's like unheard of. So they could tell where their heart is.
The people of the
company, you know,
and the people like you, like Bonnie. I mean, those kind of people are walking around everywhere, just like the rest of us. You know, I mean, just interacting with everybody and sharing, and it's just, it was just so refreshing and such a great company.
It was awesome. It was good to see everybody, right? Everyone needs to go to convention next
year.
Yes,
definitely.
Joey's saying it was good. She loves it. It's just a good way to connect with the whole team and just to see it for yourself, you know. And if you are part of something, you owe it to yourself to go there to find out what you're part of. I mean, we all know what we're part of, but when you're there, it's on a whole new level.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're invested, you should be all in and invested, you know, as far as knowing everything about it. Awesome. Any other questions before we head off? Like, what is this? I was in my fireplace today. I just finished my workout, and I turned the fireplace on. Got a whole bunch of the stuff on me. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I will put this recording we'll stay on the Facebook page so your team can watch it. Also, I'll put it on YouTube. So everyone who was not here live, watch it. So thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And we will talk to you again soon. All right, thanks.
All right,
Bye.
thanks, Bonnie.